Hello?
Hi, is this Miss Elizabeth Lee?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Miss Lee. My name is Investigator Drumm. I work for the Prince William County Crash Investigation.
That's why I answered. I had a feeling it was going to be you.
So, I hear you observed what had happened on the day of the collision, and I'm calling to...
It was awful.
Alright, well, go ahead from beginning to end, like you're telling me a story.
Okay, give me just a second. I'm a nurse, and I am printing up orders for a patient.
Oh, do your thing.
And as soon as I do that, then I will go find a quiet room where I can describe everything to you.
Okay. You want to call me back?
Nope. Okay, here we go. CBC. Where's my print button? There's my print button. I got you, Tiffany. Yeah, they're just seeing what all your electrolytes and everything are. It's going to print up here. Come on, Tiffany, I'll get it. No, I got it because I'm gonna duck into this sleep room. Can you push the Toradol on her and write down the time? Tiffany, here you go, dear. Where are you? Okay, there you go, sweetie. I'll see you next month. Okay. So I was approximately 2 cars behind the Chrysler.
Okay.
And we were going down 234, and it looked to me like he got in the left turn lane. Of course, there's no road there, but there is a left turn lane, probably for people to make U-turns. And he sped up really fast. I could see rocks and debris flying, and it looked like he was trying to pass the white car that was in front of him.
Okay.
So I thought, well, that's crazy. You can't pass somebody in a turn lane. And there was a sign at the end of that turn lane, and I thought he's going to go head-on collision with this sign. But just before he hit the sign, he crossed over into the left-hand turn lane of oncoming traffic. And there was no one there, thankfully. And then, out of absolutely nowhere, the car it was like he made a left turn into oncoming traffic.
Okay.
And there was a white car in the left lane, and it barely missed him. It was able to pass without hitting him, but then the black SUV, they never saw it coming.
Okay.
There was nothing she could have done to have prevented that accident.
Okay. So after the crash occurred, what happened?
I kept driving home. I mean, I saw, because I could not turn around at that point. But I saw the whole front end of the SUV get smashed up, and then the black sedan spun around and over onto the sidewalk. And that's about as far as I saw, because since I was, only 2 cars behind him, I passed them almost immediately after the crash occurred.
Gotcha. When you were behind the Chrysler, do you remember where you first, I'm going to use this terminology, pick up. Do you remember when you first picked up that car, as in you remember seeing it?
I don't. The first time I remember really seeing it was when it pulled into that left turn lane and sped up like it was going to pass the car in front of them.
Okay, but did anything stick out prior to that?
No.
With any cars?
No.
Okay. All right. You're a nurse? Where do you work?
I work in a neurology office. I'm an infusion nurse.
Oh, look at you. Well, God bless you for doing that. Okay. I'm sure you're aware that the mom and daughter have died.
I am. And when I found that out yesterday, I went home and cried again.
Yeah. So
when I got home after witnessing the accident, it shook me up really, really bad. And I prayed he was alone.
So we are actively investigating him. So
yeah, and that's my thing is, what made him do that? Was he drunk? Was he on drugs?
We're checking some boxes. It's unfortunate that, my wife, God love her, she's a dispatcher and she comes home and she watches live PD and these cop shows and.
Oh, I can't I can't do that. And I'm not an emergency nurse.
Yeah.
I see patients that need life-saving medication, but they get it once a month and they're all pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Except for the disease they're getting the medicine for.
Yeah, I wish this stuff could work faster, but, paperwork's paperwork, and we've got the judicial system to work through, and sometimes it just takes a little while, and like I said, we're on the side of making sure our ducks are in a row before we pull that trigger, so we'll...
yeah, but it was somebody in my neighborhood, because I live just up the road in Ashland.
Wow.
From where the accident happened, and somebody in my neighborhood group posted that the police were looking for people who had witnessed it.
Oh,
and that's why I called in.
Absolutely. I appreciate you reaching out.
It was absolutely horrifying to watch.
Okay. Well, there's going to be some stuff.
Like I said, he turned left. He turned left directly into the traffic.
Yeah, we're figuring that out. So we'll reach out to you if something comes about.
You have my number, and I'd be happy to go to the scene and show you exactly what happened. And I see there are skid marks on the road, so I assume he slammed the brakes on.
No, that was from a different vehicle that was.
Okay.
Just not driving the way it was supposed to be. So.
Okay. Well, I'm glad, because I was like, he did not hit the brakes that I saw. From what I saw, he was speeding up.
Okay. All right. Well, I will.
Okay.
I will take your information. I have your number and your name.
Yes.
And
Elizabeth Lee. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right.
And let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Yes, ma'am. You take care.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.